really live off of promoting and production if you're creative and flexible in what you're doing. The downs is when you have a lot of people that might not share your vision, that you consider friends or family, and that has been painful to me for many years. That you might have family members that say they support you, but don't really support you, or friends that say they support you and don't really support you. Then you have those on the street that hate on you. I say that because, you know, even in the movie American Gangster, when the Italian mobster spoke to Denzel's character, Frank Lucas, and says, success has enemies. So when you realize that success has enemies, and you could either be unsuccessful and have friends, or successful and have enemies, you have to make that choice, and that is true. And every time I see that in that movie, The American Gangster, when that Italian guy says that after Frank Lucas's wife gets shot at, when I see that type of, when I hear that kind of information, because I study movies, I take that to heart, that either you're going to be successful and have enemies, or you're going to be unsuccessful and have friends. Which one you want to choose? You know, I'm not here to love everybody and have everybody love me. Marilyn Monroe died because of that. I ain't got no time for that. That's her business. God rest the dead. But I feel that those that are really truly my friends will stick with me from thick to thin in this promotion, through the ups and downs. Those who are really in my family will stick to me for thick and thin. And my major inspiration in this business, through all the ups and downs, the pros and cons, is my 9 children. That's it. That's what keeps me moving. Even if I don't have it now, they will have it later on. And that's how I feel about the ups and downs of this business. I would definitely change how people show respect to one another. If I was in control of all the promotions in the world, it would probably be a more spiritual base, not religious, more spiritual base, to understand that as above, so below, and understand that if one gets into promotion, it has to be who you are from inside, not just what you want to be just to make money. Because many promoters out there are not really promoters. Just like many producers out there are not real producers. Some of them are just in it for the money. And like people like Kufunya and people like Larry Gold of SOBs and various other people that I've worked with have stressed over the years, if you don't love this business and you're only in it for the money, you're going to have a real hard time surviving in a business. I'm going near 20 years in promotion right now. 20 years. We're going on 20 years as far as dealing with major promotions. But it's definitely been over 20 years when I started at 12 years old promoting little parties and little events. Hooky parties I've done. So what I would change is that the respect and the spiritual base of promotion I would change. Try to guide people to understand themselves from inwardly if they're supposed to do it or not supposed to do it. Because a lot of people are doing things that they're not supposed to do, and they're having a very miserable time surviving in the promotional game. I always tell and explain to young promoters that they have everything at their fingertips right now. Because promoters like myself or older promoters will tell you we didn't have text messages. We didn't have emails. We didn't have social networks. We had only phone or a handbill or a poster. I mean, even in my book, I explained the history of Marcus Garvey being able to galvanize 15 million people without major technology, quote unquote, or without modern technology. So I always believe that going back to the basics is so important. And that's what I learned from people like Larry Gold here at SOB, people like the Dow Twins, from Dow Twins and Friends Productions, that does the Intrepid every year for the last 28 years. And I learned that the basics of promotion is what we always have to go back to. Word of mouth. Word of mouth. That is the most basic thing about promotion. So it's important to me that people understand that from a whole nother level, from a spiritual level as well as a physical level. So I'm very honored to know that we're doing what we have to do to make that happen.
what tips would you give someone trying to enter the business?
Like I said before, you have to love it. You have to love it enough that you have to love it enough that you would do it for free. This have to be something that you love to, that you do for free. And like people have explained to me in many years that they have done some things for free. Most of the stuff I've done for free just to get my foot in the door. Matter of fact, I started at SOBs as an intern. As an intern first. And then due to my nature or my numbers or the way I resonate with people in some form or fashion, I always get propelled to the top, to the forefront of any business that I'm at. Even in school, I was always propelled to the forefront of it. So I guess, and I explained that in my book, No Promotion is Bad Promotion, just spell my name right, about my number being born February 1st, being a number one, and number ones always are the first in the class, or the originals, or the people that does things first, or people always being thrown to the top. And I commend people like Lloyd Strayhorn, and those that have helped me to understand who I am and what I am and why I do what I do. And I suggest to all people out there that's getting into any business, learn it, study it, and make sure it is for you. Make sure you gravitate to that. And exactly that's what I write in the book, about gravitating to what you love. I love the microphone. I remember sitting on a train, and I explained this in my book one time, that I sat on a train and Spanish brothers came in. It didn't matter what they were speaking. It only mattered about what that person pulled out of his pocket, and it was a microphone. And that microphone was a beautiful platinum microphone. And I stopped reading my book, literally stopped reading my book to look at that microphone, because the first thing that came to mind is, what can I do with that microphone as far as MC any event, or taking, how would it look on the stage of Forest Hills or Randall's Island? That's the first thing. So you gotta love what you do. You gotta gravitate to what you got. You gotta really care and really have it in you to make it happen if you really wanna do it. So that's what I have to tell those people. Love what you do, and those are the tips. And then follow through by research and connecting with other people that can take you to the next level. A lot of people usually ask me why I smile so much. Let me tell you, Aunt Tiny was the first person to take me to a dentist in Jamaica. I remember that. And the dentist tried to give me a lollipop, and I said, no, I want the toothbrush.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Wow.
Me and my sister went to the dentist. My sister and I went to the dentist.
You wanted the toothbrush.
I wanted the toothbrush. I think I had
Mr.
more
Impossible.
joy brushing my
No, you Mr. Impossible. Yeah, okay. Oh, shoot.
Mr.
Opposite.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
yeah, forget the candy. I mean, I probably took one, and I was like, yeah, but I want the toothbrush too. Please, give me that. But thank you, Aunt Tiny. May the Creator always be pleased with you and for doing what you've done for all of us.
Yes.
Grandma, of course, all of our ancestors. That's why I shout out the ancestors in our book. But you know, this writing is in us. And you know, Rob is an excellent writer, and brother, he used to help me with my music when we used to sing in the bands and all that, and other bands he's helped out also. So you know, and this brother here is excellent at what he does, you know. So, and
I like
also,
to empower people.
He like to empower people.
I
Also,
like to know what you want and give it to you.
also a great proofreader. You want a proofreader?
Yeah.
This man can proofread
You know,
and edit your stuff.
it's funny that we've always said that we want to write things. So we have a whole lifelong of etchings. And, one thing about us is that we read a lot. We're pretty much historians.
Right.
So you probably don't know this, but you are.
Yeah.
So you're holding a lot of history in you, and it needs you want to lay it out. So it's something you do in your books, and you do it in helping music, and helping people, in promoting, in every aspect of, if you think about what you've been doing, you know what I'm saying, you are empowering people, and at the same time you're leaving their legacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I salute you.
I thank
I
you.
really do, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
But
You know?
he's definitely a part of my life. And like I think, like on my mother's side, there's a lot of women, majority of women. But it was my father's side that I connected with a lot, because that's where the brothers were. That's where
that's
the men
right.
was.
There you go.
More
That's
the
true.
men was there.
Yeah, you got the
And I had
cousins,
to-
and the
yeah,
male
the
cousins on
male
my
cousins.
outside.
Yeah, more male cousins. Yeah,
Yeah.
the records of the Mackenzies that
Yeah.
had like 9 boys.
That's
You
right,
know
that's
what I'm saying?
true,
So
that's
we
true.
was connected like
Yes,
that, and that's
yes,
what kept me
yeah.
balanced.
Yeah,
To
but
say-
he's the prince.
You know,
That's
whatever.
what it is.
We all
He's
the
the
prince.
prince.
We all
Yeah, I
the
know,
prince.
but he's the prince, though.
But
Yeah.
I want to thank you, man.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, no
I
problem.
wish Trudy was here.
All
We
the
could
time.
do
Nothing but
and
love.
Chip
Yes,
and all
definitely.
that. Thank my brother
Yeah.
here. Thank my cousin here. Thank my family. Thank this place for even having me here.
And hopefully still being here.
And we're hoping to still be in here. No promotion is bad promotion. Just spell our name right, spell my name right, spell his name right. And hey, you want to give out any contacts or you? Cool?
No, we're good. I just want to say, no, hold on.
Contact me.
I just want to say to the next book.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
The autobiography.
Yes.
Thank
Who
you.
knows? Maybe next film.
That's right.
All right. All right. Peace.
Remember the sister from Brooklyn College? What's her name?
Who,